really big fish. He's not gonna.
Hello everybody, welcome to the Lighthouse Effect, brought to you by It's About the Kids Incorporated. My name is Baldwin Hamilton Jr. and today we're out here at the beautiful William Blair Park with with the Dallas Police Department. I'm here with Lieutenant Quick and Chief Ishmael, and they are the people that put this event together. And I just want to ask y'all, first of all, just introduce yourselves and just how did the event come into mind, and what is kind of the purpose of the event?
Okay, my name is Lieutenant Quick from Southeast Patrol, and pretty much what Southeast Department wants to do. Matter of fact, all of the police department throughout the city want to do it. We want to try to engage with the community, try to be proactive in the community, trying to bridge that gap between the police and the community, and vice versa, the community and the police. And we're trying to start at an early age with the younger kids here, because we want to put a positive impression on their minds at an early age, so when they're growing up, when they encounter different encounters, whether not negative or positive, they can reflect back to this time where we're actually fishing with the kids. Mm-hmm. Okay, and not only that, we want to show the kids something different. So that's why we're doing fishing. You know, at their first stage right here, we're showing them how to cast. From there, they're going.
Throw me one out there, Tayshawn. What's up? Okay, big Tayshawn. Look at the follow-through. Look at the... I see you, big dog. I see you. Okay, you gotta be like with that on me.
We're going to go to the second stage, and we have a display of different species of fish that's actually stocked in the pond, in which are fish.
All y'all brothers up there at the table right now, how much y'all know about fish, man? Is this your first time seeing some fish? Okay, you like that spirit on me. Dang, brother, you gotta wait a second.
That's a gizzard shad, but this guy ain't gonna bite your hook. These guys right here will bite your hook because they're sunfish, so they like those worms that you're fishing with. That is a lobster. He eats plankton, and that's about as big as he's gonna get. So you'll catch some of these sunfish, and you'll catch some smaller versions of this guy. This guy's a largemouth bass, so he likes the worms that you guys are fishing with today.
We're here with Miss Cynthia from Texas Parks and Wildlife. She's giving us a little tour of what the fish.
You're gonna find these out there, and you're also, okay, you guys like your vegetables? Yeah.
Oh, come on, big dog. That's how you get the 6 foot right there with the vegetable. You better tell them.
This guy right here, he only eats plants. He's out there. These guys are out there. See how that mouth turns down and it's kind of a suction? Okay, so he's eating plants near the bottom of the lake. All right, and this guy, I mean, he's thick, he's chunky.
See, if you learn from him, you're gonna eat your vegetables.
Yep. This is called a smallmouth buffalo. And check this out. Come over here and get close. I'm gonna show y'all something. Come on over. Okay, you come around. Come on. I don't bite. So this right here, okay, you guys know how you breathe through your nose? So because these guys are eating on the bottom, they don't want to suck a bunch of dirt into their gills. So what they do is they use these things that are called nares. And so while they're eating, to keep their gills clean, they'll suck water through these nares to go across their gills so they're still breathing.
So we break it down, what type of fish are out there, what sizes, fishes that they can keep, and fishes that they got to throw back in the pond when we're finished fishing. But this is one of many events that we're trying to do with the Dallas Police Department, especially here at Southeast Patrol under the leadership of Chief Ishmael. We're really trying to be proactive and give positive impressions upon our community.
Yes, absolutely. And I want to reiterate that the community relations is very important to us. Unfortunately, the police officers, most of the time when we talk to the public, it's because somebody dialed 911, and it's usually because of something negative, And we're trying to change that image, that it's not only, coming out because when there is an emergency. No, we will engage with the community and show them, that we really care about the community. Today's event with the kids. It's nothing that you and I didn't do when we were little, right? So we want to show them, yeah, we understand, and we'd love you all to come out here and we engage with you and maybe even teach you something. Also for the summer, and this is also from Chief Garcia, down that we want to engage the kids in the summer to do something really good or positive. Like we did the kites with kids, and now fishing. And fishing is a great sport. We want them to come out here and learn it rather than being engaged. Unfortunately, in some spots, there will be the tendency to roll with the wrong crowd or get drafted maybe into a gang or something like that. In certain spots. And we want these kids to know that there are other avenues, and we want to attract them here and bring them here, show them something positive, and maybe in the future they become professionals at it and compete with that with fishing. So.
Yes, sir. So we're here once again at William Blair Park with the fishing kids. The two people that put this thing together was Lieutenant Quick and Officer Ishmael.
And also Kerry Goodwin.
And Mr. Kerry Goodwin as well.
And
Hey, so I just wanted to say a special thanks to Quig and the rest of DPD for coming out to our fishing event today. We talk about how can we build those relationships between law enforcement and the Black community. Well, it starts like this. They are starting to build positive relationships with young children of color, by showing up not when things are going bad, but showing up and doing something fun. So I thank them for always being there, always answering our calls, and being willing to show up, especially for the kids. This is how we start to change the relationships between law enforcement and our community. We start with our kids. And so I thank you.
One more thing. Also, with our sponsors, Walmart, Crappie, he's a professional fisherman, Texas Parks and Wildlife. They're the ones who put everything on display, teaching kids how to cast, the fishing poles that they have down there as well. And then, of course, the Dallas Police Department and the dive team and Jubilee Park with Sergeant Bridget Wilson. So we're all doing this in collaborative effort in trying to make a difference and a positive impression upon the kids.
And I want to say this is part of the strategy that Chief Garcia put in when he took over the Dallas Police Department. We have what he called is weed and seed. Weed is when we take the criminal elements off the streets, but the seeding part is when we seed positive things in the community. And this is big part of the violent crime strategy that we are right now implementing in Dallas Police Department. It's not only to go out, enforce the law, and take the criminal elements out, but also we're seeding good things in the community. An example, the event that you see today.
Are there any other events that we may need to look out for the rest of the summer? I know we still got a little bit. I don't want to pressure y'all or anything. If y'all had a little sneak peek, just let me know.
We got some sneak peeks, plural, okay? We're continuing doing barbershop talk. And what barbershop talk is the police officers dressed down like this and dressed up like Chief Ishmael in uniform. We go into the barbershops and we talk to the people getting their haircuts. And this is off the cut. They don't know we're coming. The owners know we're coming, but the clients don't know we're coming. And we talk about different aspects of life, from how the Cleveland Browns going to the Super Bowl to police topics, why did the DPS come into the community, why do officers pull us over, just a variety of tough questions, not these easy questions. We want tough questions so we can show our transparency. And matter of fact, so we can learn from the people that we're talking to in the shop, but vice versa, the people in the shop can learn why we do what we do. We also, but we have follow-up events from the barbershop talks, meaning that we're going to do a block talk. And so Shorty's, Superior Cuts in South Dallas off of Pennsylvania and Malcolm X, we're going to utilize Martin Luther King Rec Center park, just like this beautiful park here in Blair Park. And we're going to host a big event. We're going to have a forum, a talk forum. We're going to have 3-point contests. Of course, we're going to have food. We're going to try to get the radio stations involved. And we're actually have a bunch of police officers actually talking to the community. And then we're going to also do an old school talent deal, like we used to do back in the day in school. A talent show, old school wise. We're going to do that off of MLK too. There's a rec center or event there. So it's about the kids. So we're going to need your organization and you wonderful guys to be down there as well, assisting us.
Most definitely.
Absolutely. No, nothing. The barbershop talk is really important. I mean, you'll be surprised when we go out there. when the community expresses, their concerns about some of the stuff we do, and we tell them, we explain to them why we do things. Sometimes a lot of that, you're like, oh, okay, I didn't know that you guys are thinking that way, or you're coming from that angle. So it opens up that dialogue, and our community gets to express what they feel, and we get to tell them what our perspective, and most, just about every time everybody leaves, it's like, okay, I learned something different today. So.
And then once again, I just appreciate y'all so much for going and making that effort to join the community with the police, and because that's really essential in our community, so make them more safe and just like build the family aspect, because like a lot of times we're even disconnected like as a community from ourselves. We have another guest.
Yeah, this is
Chief Herrera.
This is Deputy Chief Herrera. He is over the Central Patrol. He's Deputy Chief Herrera over the Central Patrol Division. He's here to support this event. So I'll give him the mic.
Yeah, absolutely. Thank you so much for coming out and just kind of putting a little light on this event here. What a beautiful venue, and what a great opportunity for us to engage with our community. It's events like this that really kind of open up that dialogue and allow us to speak with one another and talk about how we can work together to make this community safe. So thank you for coming out. We really appreciate it. And it starts here, okay?
Yes,
if we can't get them here it's too late. So we really appreciate you guys coming out here and doing that, all right? Thank you very much. You bet. So you got any questions for me?
Awesome. I would say, just as far as future events,
Yeah.
like how do you feel that we can get more people out here? Okay. Like, because I know we hit it on Facebook, we hit it on just different social media platforms, but like, do you feel like there's a way that we could bring back a word of mouth type of setting, or a kind of like have a forum that people can look at all this information from?
Yeah, so that the last couple of years, social media has been the biggest outlet for us to kind of let folks know what we're doing. But you would be surprised that the grassroots efforts of just going to meetings and speaking with people who are in the community, how powerful that is. I mean, in 2 weeks, Texas Parks and Wildlife assembled all of this out here, and they are great partners. They said, Chief, whenever you guys want to do this again, count us in. We want to be here for the community. We want the community to realize how beautiful of a gym that we have here. And how we can work together to keep it safe. We want the good elements. We want to seed those good people who want to be here with their families and enjoy. I mean, look at this. We're in the middle of summer. We're in the shade. It's at least 80-something degrees right now, and people are out barbecuing, fishing. This is what community is all about. We have got to take back our parks, take back our streets from the folks who have come in here and just made it look ugly, and we've got to do this to it. This right here is what we need to continue doing. So word of mouth, social media, just every outlet that we can plug into to get folks involved, that's what it's going to take. But it's going to take making leadership great again, just like your hat says. We've got to take it by the horns and just say, hey, folks, we're doing it. We're here. We want you to be here. Come on out. So there you go.
Most definitely. I appreciate that answer. I appreciate all y'all's efforts and all the people that went into making this thing happen. And we're going to continue to make sure that it's a great time, and to try to get everything in before it gets too hot. I thank y'all once again. I thank all of our sponsors, all of the people that helped put this together. We're at William Blair Park. So once again, I'm here with the great people that put this thing together, Chief Lieutenant Quick, Chief Ishmael, and Chief Herrera, representing the Dallas Police Department. So Dallas Police Department Central Patrol and Dallas Police Department Southeast Patrol. Thank you all for coming and watching. We're going to keep pushing them together. And, hey, it takes a village to make a community great again. So let's take our first step and let's come out to some events. All right? This has been Baldwin Hamilton Jr. from the Lighthouse Effect. Have a blessed one.
You can reach us on all social media platforms at It's About the Kids or online at www.itsaboutthekids.org.
It's all good and not good.
Mentor a child and save a life.
Like, comment, subscribe.